와웨, 워웨, 위의. So confusing, right? Annyeong, GA Stacy, your Korean friend here. If you have watched Read Korean in 10 Minutes, Part 1, you have probably pretty good understanding of reading Hangul, and you're able to read about 60 to 70% of Hangul. And now it's time to finish it up. So we will be looking at the second part, a little more complicated part of reading Hangul, and after this video, you will be able to read everything, 100% of Korean, so stay tuned. Let's get started. As all Hangul characters, we will be using the box format today. This one up here and this one down here. And if you notice, we have a little different looking set of vowels. So this is what we will look at, the double vowels first. And I will write how you can pronounce them first. So I wrote down how you can read them here, and I'll read them down quickly. 와웨, 워웨, 위의. So confusing, right? Remember the basic vowels we had before? 아야, 어여, 오요, 우유, 의. So these are double vowels. So we put them together to make different sounds. But good news here is that even though they all look different and they do have different meanings and how they are used, but when you read them, a lot of these you can read the same way. So I will tell you which ones you can group together to read the same way and which ones have different sounds. Okay. So I put together the same sounds. So here, the same. Ye, the same. And we have three same sounds, which is we. Here, we. And this one is o and a, right? So it's wa. And here is u and a, so wa. And this one is like you and I, we. So we. This last one is probably the most challenging one to say. It's u and e, so ui. These double vowels, if you know how to read the vowels each, you can kind of put them together and say them as like one syllable. So, ui, right? So, if you look at them, there are 7 different sounds of double vowels. And, of course, we will practice them with the real words. And if we put 받침 here already, it's a little difficult again. So, we will just use the first format of consonant and vowel, okay? And of course, we will practice them with real words. And this first time, we will do it without the last consonant 받침. So to make it easier, just one consonant and one double vowels here. So we have 2 words here. This one, it starts with G, so G, and wa. And this J and 과자. The simple vowels and consonants, if you are confused with how to read them, you can refer to the first set of how to read Korean in 10 minutes. Then it'll help you read these basic vowels and consonants easily. Okay, so refer to that. So we have 과자. 과자. 과자 is snacks. And this one, again, we see this almost every day. This is S, so she sound, and G, and this yo sound. So 시계, but C instead of C. Remember before I said S sound, it's not the strong S sound, it's more like very soft S sound. So it's 시계. 시계 means clock, or it can even be a watch. So 시계. Okay? Easy, right? Now it's time to add the last consonant, which is 받침, right? So again, I wrote down how you can read the 받치ms because the 받침 sound a little different than when it's used as the first consonant, right? So as you can see it here in blue, actually here too, you can group them together with same sound. Again, when it has a different spelling, of course it means something different, but when you read it, you can read it the same way. So here too, 기억 is 그, but when it's used at the end, it's more like a short k sound. So I just wrote K here, k, and the same k and k. These have the same sound and all different, but if you notice this, all these 6 have the same t sound, t sound at the end, and all the others have the same sound as when it's used in the beginning, except this piep and piep also, they have the p sound at the end. Okay, well, instead of me just keep talking about it, it's always easier if we practice with real words, right? So we will look at real words again. So again, we have 2 words now with the 받침, right? So here, if we look at it, chid and a sound, a, and this last g is more like k, so 책 means book. And this one, 비읍, 부, and 우, 부, and this 이응 has no sound, right? But in Korean, we always need a consonant in the beginning of a word. That's why this 이응 is used as a space holder, and you can only say the vowel, so the vowel all sound, so 부어, and the kiuk is also k sound, so 부어 means kitchen. Now you're about 90% there to finishing how to read Hangul journey. And this last one is the double consonant. And this one, we don't have doubles for all consonants, and there are only 5 of them. So I'll write it down here again for you. So since these are double consonants, the easy way to think about how to read it is to say this consonant twice, right? So this is 기억, which is g sound, and another 기억, g sound. So since they're doubled, the sound should be a little stronger, right? So g. So this is g sound, or ga. Ga. I'll just put a at the end of all the consonants. So ga. Then this one, da sound, da. So da. And this one, ba. If you're a K-drama fan, you've probably heard it many times. Oppa, appa, right? So ba. And this one is sa. Sa. So I said this one is a soft S, so it's sa. But this one is the strong S, so sa. And this one is ja. Okay, so these 5, again, we will practice with some words. Okay, now we have 2 adjectives here. This one, yes, so J, A, so 자 and da, da. 짜다 means salty, when something's salty. And this is the second one, we have again space holder, and this one yay, and 쌍비읍, bb, and sound, right? And again ta, so ta. So here we have 예쁘다. This sound could be like one of the most challenging or confusing things to pronounce. The easiest way to say this is think about the word like book or cookie. So book is not book, right? It's book. That sound. So book. But keep that same sound with your mouth wide open a little more. So 예쁘다, 예쁘다, right? So these are the double consonants. Double consonants are quite easy, right? Now we will see how these double consonants can be used as the 받침, the last consonant, and there are only two you can use in 받침, which are this and this. So I will write down a word here, or it became more like a sentence. This one, B, A, right? And this 쌍기역, it actually has the same pronunciation as just regular 기역. So it's just 박. And this is 에, remember? 밖에. And this E sound and 시옷 also. It's just the same as the regular 티읕. So it's it. So it, so, 요. 밖 means outside. 있다 means like there is, so there is something outside. 밖에 있어요. So actually the double consonants as a 받침 is not, again, very difficult, right? So that one's quite easy. And we will move on to the last one, another type of double consonant. So this one I think is like the cherry on top because it's not used as much as the other ones, but when it's used, it can be very interesting. The character looks very pretty, but it's a little challenging to read. So again, I'll break it down step by step to help you read it easily. When I see some Korean lessons, like at universities, like 어학당s or like tutorings or even YouTube videos, I often see that this kind of double consonant 받침s are just taken out because people feel that it's not used so often and it's very confusing. So I think they just kind of want the students to figure it out along the way somehow. But these are used. So I feel like I was also thinking, should I take it out or put it in? But I feel like if you don't really know how to read these, you can't say that you can read Korean 100%. So these are also important. So I will tell you. And as you can see here, I put them in 3 lines. That means this group has one sound, this group another sound, this group another sound. So all you need to remember are these 3 ways of reading these. And as I said, these are all used in 받침s, right? Like the last consonant. So I will tell you how you can read them. The first group here is you just read the first consonant. Even though they're used with the double consonants, you only would use the first sound. So as you can refer to this here, right, to read these. So I will write down a word here that we can use as an example. I'll write it here. So this one, I said you can only say this sound. So this is 앉다, 앉다. 앉다 means to sit, to sit. And this second set, also you would only read the first consonant, which means these all have the 리을 sound as 받침, right? So again, I'll write a word for you. It means to lose, lose. And you only say this, so 잃다, 잃다, to lose something. As you see the pattern here, these double consonants are often used as 받침 in verbs. So now we only have the last group of double consonants as 받침. And this is the example word that we have. Also very common verb that you can use. I will read it and you can tell me which consonant I read. Okay? 읽다, 읽다. Yes, so this last group, you would say the second consonant. So this one, 기억소 읽다. 읽다 means to read. Wow, congratulations! You have finally completed how to read Hangul. And now you can read everything and anything in Hangul. And I will upload a separate practice video where you can practice reading Hangul with real Korean words. So if you've liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next interesting Korean video. Until next time, 다음에 봐요. 안녕.